Hey, Qwuantrezz, good morning.
How you doing, Mike? Good morning.
Good, thank you. Two unfortunate losses. How's the mood of the locker room right now?
Right now the mood in the locker room is honestly just staying positive. Trying to go 1-0 and just go out every day and just have the best attitude and best practices that we can have. For instance, like today, I feel like the day was one of the most locked in days that we've been. The guys came out with positive attitudes, and we're excited about moving forward, and looking forward to Colorado this week.
What are you seeing from Colorado? They have had a tough time offensively, but they showed some spunk this last weekend. What worries you about them?
Yeah, like you said, they started out reasonably slow, but definitely saw them pick up in this last end of the season. Their quarterback is pretty good. He can throw it fairly well. He can run it as well too. Have some pretty good receivers, tight end, number 38. Some pretty good returning players. So like I said, we just gotta handle our assignments, do exactly what we're supposed to do, and just stay positive and enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tony Siracusa from Last Word.
Hey, Q, what's up?
What's up, Tony?
Hey, so Chip talked about earlier today, he talked about how the players really would have liked to have played last week instead of having the bye. Is it hard having to bye this late in the season, or do you welcome it because you can kind of get healthy? Or would you rather have been out there playing and trying to overcome those last two losses?
Yeah, definitely just because of the last two losses, you would want to, get that taste out of your mouth as, quick as possibly. But, I think the bye week definitely benefited us. We had a lot of guys that was able to get healthy, that was able to bruise up the nicks that they have. And now, like I said, being that we had a bye week, the energy is at an all-time high right now. Everyone is happy to be here. Everyone is just positive, just trying to go the next best thing, the next best play, just trying to be as best as we can be right now.
Great. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Ben Bolch, LA Thompson.
Good morning, Qwuantrezz.
Good morning, Ben.
Hey, we all know how positive you are. What's been your message to the guys about keeping the heads up and finishing the season strong?
Yeah, earlier, when we bring it up before every practice, and I just told the guys, lock arms, look around each other, and we're all in this together. It starts with us, and as long as we believe in us, we can come out on top. Our journey right now is to go 1-0 each week. And if we go 1-0 each week, we're gonna find ourselves in a good spot. And just like I said, just stay together. That's the main thing right now. Just stay together and fight together and be here for each other. We put in the work and just continue to do that. And it's going to unfold the way it's supposed to.
I think you're one of the few people who've played in a bowl game on this team. Have you talked to the others about what that's like and what that would be, the excitement that would bring if you are able to do that?
Yeah, man, bowl games are great. It definitely make just to have a feeling that you are, that you're almost right here just for a bowl game is a great feeling. But we're not trying to look that far ahead, because we can't go to a bowl game with 5 wins. In order to go to a bowl game, you must, you got to get 6. So until we get that 6th win, the bowl game, it's in our mind, but it's long term right now. The main thing is winning right now, just for this game, man. We can worry about the bowl after that.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Q, how's it going, man?
What's up, Sam?
Not much. So the first game you played for UCLA was against Colorado last year. You guys let up 48 points on defense. Is there any kind of motivation to show how much you've grown since then? Maybe not to the outside world, but just to yourselves internally to show you're a different team than you were those last 2 losses. You're a different team than you were a year ago, pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, that's been what we've been trying to accomplish all year. Just showing the world that showing the world and ourselves that we are capable of doing anything that we want to. Like you said, just starting out early in the season, we did great versus a lot of versus many opponents. You know what I mean? Just getting back to those things. These last 2 games, we got to just get off blocks and beat blocks. Or block them. So whichever one, we just doing that, trying to come together as a team the best way we can, and just finish strong, man.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We are now joined by quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He is now unmuted, and we'll open it up to questions. Let's start with Ben Bolch from the LA Times.
Morning, Dorian.
Good morning.
Hey, we haven't seen you in a little while. Can you take us through kind of, what's been like the last few weeks? You obviously went down in the Oregon game and then looked like you were pretty close to being able to play against Utah. Can you take us through that and the decision not to play and where you are now?
Yeah. So I think everybody saw I got hurt versus Oregon. Pretty bad thumb injury. So I knew probably about after the game, they were taking x-rays and stuff. And probably on like Sunday, I text guards and reached out like, hey, like you got to kind of start to get ready for this week. It's going to be kind of tough trying to get back and stuff. So, but we'll see though. And, just leading up to the game, throwing in warm-ups a little bit and just didn't feel 100% or at least close to 100% enough to where I could give the team the best chance to win. And, at the end of the day, that's my job. And so I figured guards would have the best shot for us. And so, that's why I didn't play versus Utah. So, but the bye week came at a pretty good time. I got a full 2 weeks off, not having to use my hand or anything. So first day of practice for Colorado being Monday today, and felt pretty good. So
How hard was it? You guys were right there coming back against Oregon, could have won that game, and you weren't able to be in there. And then last week, big game against Utah, you weren't able to participate. How hard was it not being able to be out there with your guys in those key moments?
No, yeah, for sure. Those are 2 of the games I had circled on my calendar for the year. And, obviously walking out the tent and, seeing the last play of the game versus Oregon was really tough. But, the biggest thing for me is just being there for guards, being there for my teammates, and really making sure I can still be the best guy I can to help this team win. But, obviously having to watch those 2 games was really tough because those were 2 games I really wanted to play in and obviously come out with the win. So we didn't do either of those.
And then last thing before I turn over to others, would you say you're 100% now? Is there any lingering soreness or anything?
Yeah, we're still working back into it. It's not completely healed or anything, but it's definitely better than it was 2 weeks ago. So
Thank you.
yes, sir.
All right, let's go to Mike Regalado from Bruin Park.
Hey, good morning, Dorian. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. As Ben said, the close loss to Oregon, an even tougher loss against Utah, and not being able to play. What do you say to, Ethan, and the team in general about staying positive? Like Q Knight said, you got to stay positive, but kind of a hard stretch. What have you been talking to them about?
Yeah, and just that. I mean, there's not really much you can do besides stay positive. It's only going to get worse if you go that other route. So, just sticking together like we always have been. It's a really close-knit group. And so just leaning on each other. When you got guys like Q Knight, Q Lake, Paul, and then guys like me and stuff like that can really, hold the team together as leaders. I think it makes it really easy. So,
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm Conan from SI.
Hey, Dorian, how's it going?
It's going good.
Thanks. So you got Ethan these past game and then the drive against Oregon. What did you think of how he played? And when you talk to him about that, what do you say to him when you're kind of analyzing or giving advice or compliments or tips or anything?
Yeah, Oregon was obviously really tough. I didn't get to see the drive. I only got to see the last play. And so, after watching film, I thought he did a really good job coming off the bench cold. But Utah being his first start, I thought he handled it really well. It's a really tough place to play. I was in his ear. I was doing the signaling because CG's down, so I had to do the signaling. So I was able to, be in his ear for most of the game. We talk after every drive on the sideline and stuff like that, and I give him kind of my feedback and what I'm seeing on the field and stuff like that. So, I thought he took that in really well. He used that to his advantage, and he played really good on Saturday. Obviously, he has some plays he wants back, but for that being his first start and being so young, I feel like he played really good in terms of quarterback wise. So.
Nice. And then these past 2 weeks, I guess, really at practice with you being out and Chase Griffin being out, do you get any kind of like new juice, new energy from the quarterback room at practice or anything? When you got guys like maybe Parker and Kajai who are playing for the scout team a little more, and someone like Artopius who's not with the scout team playing backup a little bit more. Is there kind of a new dynamic there that wasn't there a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, definitely. And, I try to harp on all the young guys to make sure that they're always staying ready. It's kind of hard to see when, you're a fourth or fifth string and being on a scout team all year. So being able to get guys like Parker promoted to the offensive field, and then getting KJ in with the quarterback reps over on the scout team really showed them that you can really get in the game. And you're 1 or 2 plays away from playing. So I think that gave them a new perspective. Definitely brought a little bit more juice, I guess you could say, to the quarterback room. Guys feeling like they can play now and get to practice more and all that stuff. So